So if a patient has had some reason why she's not having periods, but she still has her ovaries, like
Okay.
you had an IUD, an ablation, or just had your uterus removed. So I had an ablation, which is a procedure that makes your periods stop. My ovaries was still there. So the hormones was still doing their thing, but I wasn't having a period that would tell me when to check anything, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So in that patient, we have to just use a lot of detective work. We check at a random time and then we try to make sense of it. And then we have to check again at a different time. And you can see it can get really complicated. It's not a 5-minute visit. It takes sometimes several visits for that patient to find the problem. We've really got to go in believing that the patient is telling the truth. And I'll tell you what, like that sounds so obvious, but there's such a stigma about women's health where there's often, not all the time, I don't want to be judgy about all my colleagues, but patient comes in and she's got a bunch of vague symptoms and there's just this sort of voice in the back of the doctor's head that she's just crazy. Like she's not telling the truth. And then, or she's just depressed or whatever. There's sort of this underlying current of idea that this isn't really a real problem. It's like rah rah rah. She's just complaining. She's just hormonal. You know what? You can sort of feel it. It's so prevalent in
Oh,
society.
yes. I've been dismissed by my previous OBGYN.
Totally. And so if that doctor checks the patient's labs and the hormones happen to look fine because we just happen to check them on one of the few good days of the month, they're like, oh, see, she was just nuts. Should just send her off to the crazy clinic. So we got to have someone, first of all, that believes the patient. So if you come in with a list of symptoms and the labs don't show what I thought, the labs are wrong, not the patient. Like we've got to believe the patient. We were just checking it at the wrong time or something. We go back in and keep digging. So that's one of the core things I think that we have to believe that this is happening because it's real. If you're 40 and you're listing 500 perimenopause symptoms, guess what? You're in perimenopause. You don't even really need labs to show it, but they can be really helpful for the reasons that I mentioned, because people can be lacking one or two. I mean, not everyone's the same. Some people, their testosterone doesn't drop. Mine did. That patient wouldn't benefit from testosterone. So I don't think it's right just to prescribe without really doing that detective work.
Yes. So I'm also, and we'll wrap this up at the end with just little things that people should be listening to. Like clearly, I think everyone should come see you because you changed so many people's lives. My friends' lives, people in the retreats, just magical. But a lot of people don't have access to you, Houston, or whatever. So I would like to wrap up the episode at the end talking about like things to look for in a practitioner. So as we continue throughout the episode, just keep listening for those kind of things if you're listening. Because
And you can tell too, like I just wanted to interrupt you, but like don't be afraid to tune into your gut. If you're talking to a doctor and you feel dismissed or they're not listening to you or they're giving you an air that they think your symptoms are BS or made up or that you're nuts, I would just say thank you and walk away and find somebody else. Like doctors are just people. You have the right to not connect with one and find a better one. I think I sort of grew up thinking your priest or the attorney or the doctor was always right and you just believe what they said. No, that's
just humans.
right. Exactly.
Yeah.
So go to find one that you connect with.